Hey guys, what's going on? It's Waseem here again for another fragrance related video. This time it's going to be a special video guys, it's going to be a collaboration. I've asked two of the best reviewers on YouTube to be part of this one. So I've asked Chad, A Gentleman's Journey from Canada, and I've asked Sai, Fragboy Stewie from America to be part of this one. The collaboration is top 3 date or romantic type of fragrances. So let's get this list started guys. At number 3 I have the very popular Dolce & Gabbana, The One. Now a lot of people struggle with performance on this one. I'm one of the lucky ones. This lasts a long time on my skin and the projection is good enough for you to enjoy, and the one that's quite close to you to enjoy as well. The projection doesn't scream on this fragrance guys, so it's perfect for those dates or romantic situations where you're going to be quite close to your significant other. So this is great for those Netflix and chill type of dates. This is one of my favourite fragrances guys, and I have a full-fledged review on my channel of this fragrance, so make sure you check that out if you want an in-depth review on why I love this stuff. This for me is still one of the sexiest male fragrances I have smelled to date. That's both designers and niche. By far one of the sexiest fragrances I have smelled. Beautiful fragrance guys, opens up very sweet with a grapefruit with some slight ginger and cardamom in the opening as well. Then the fragrance develops into this really golden amber based resinous blend with some subtle tobacco giving it that masculine edge. A beautiful, incredible fragrance guys. That is at number 3, Dolce & Gabbana's The One.
Namaste Waseem, thanks a lot for having me as a part of this collaboration. Means a lot to me. I'm so glad we could finally get together and that we have a collaboration going. I know we've been talking about this for a while. Dude, you've got me in a fix when you asked me to pick only 3 fragrances for dates. I mean, I have so many picks and I actually have all of them lined up here. I'm trying to see which ones, but I may have zeroed down on what I would like to present. So yeah. So let's just start talking about fragrances now. For my number 3, I'm going to go with a fragrance which goes really well with a personality that's very outgoing, energetic, zestful, and playful all at the same time. So I'm going to go with Cartier's Declaration d'un Soir. This is a beautiful peppery rose-based fragrance which is fresh at the same time, and I think this will make an excellent date night fragrance, especially if it's a first date and especially if your personality is very outgoing. Chad, what are you going to pick?
Hey guys, so my name is Chad from A Gentleman's Journey. So Waseem, I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to be involved in this video. So I'm actually the older guy out of the 3 people here. I'm approaching middle age, I'm 38, so I think that I've kind of been there, done that. So these fragrances will be for the older crowd, but for you younger guys, you could pull these ones off very well, just as well, okay? And I'm only going to be talking from one designer house, and that's from Salvatore Ferragamo. I think that they're a great house, a little underrated, and they got some great cheap fragrance, like cheap in price, not in smell, to some very expensive ones that I find that you guys should really look into. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is from Ferragamo, of course, and it's going to be a great cheapie, and that is F Black. This fragrance has lavender, pepper, tonka bean, coriander. I believe it has some citrus. This is a great signature scent now, gentlemen. Could be used for pretty much any occasion, you know, from like a casual night out or just a casual wearing to something very formal. This fragrance to me screams maturity, not old man mature now, okay, just maturity and class. Just a great overall fragrance that I think that you could use for spring, winter, and fall. Some of the notes may be a little bit too cloying in the summertime, but I do think that you can use it for a summer evening. So that's Ferragamo F Black.
Alright guys, at number 2 on my list for best date fragrances or romantic type of fragrance is Noir de Noir by Tom Ford. This is a seductive masterpiece from the Tom Ford Private Blend line. Absolutely incredible fragrance guys. This fragrance really suits those dates where you're slightly dressed up a little bit, so your significant other is probably wearing a nice black dress with a lovely pearl necklace, and you're slightly dressed up, possibly in a suit or a nice shirt and a bow tie. Great for those really romantic dates where you're slightly dressed up a little bit. The main notes I get on my skin with this fragrance is the rose, the vanilla, and the patchouli. Now the rose is the most prominent note in this fragrance, however the patchouli and the vanilla blend so well together that this really does create a fantastic fragrance, and the rose isn't too overpowering. A lot of rose scents become quite pungent, but this one really isn't. It's a beautiful, sweet, Lovely floral based fragrance, absolutely incredible for those romantic dinners. Fantastic fragrance, guys. The longevity and projection are incredibly strong. Just a beautiful, very seductive fragrance. That is Tom Ford's Noir de Noir.
For my second pick, I'm going to choose a fragrance which goes really well with a personality that is gentle at the same time seductive. So the fragrance that I'm going to choose is from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. It's known as La Nuit de l'Homme. This fragrance has a slightly powdery yet spicy aspect to it. That spiciness comes from the cardamom note, and this one is just wonderful when it comes to dates. This is my personal favorite. It just brings out that seduction in the man that is wearing it. So this will be my second pick.
The second fragrance that I want to talk about is this one here. Aqua Essenziale Blue. It's got cardamom, citrus, lots, and I mean lots of lavender, tonka bean, and cedar. This is a great signature scent. So is F Black from Ferragamo, but this is more of a spring and summertime fragrance. This exudes class and a little bit of sophistication, and again, it is a little mature, but you young gentlemen out there, 20, 25, could pull this one off very well. Could be used for, again, those casual outings to something very formal out there. So just a great fragrance. Lasts a pretty decent long time. I get about 8 hours with this one, and that's Aqua Essenziale Blue.
Alright guys, we're at number 1 now, and there's no fragrance which will have topped this list. At number 1 for me, guys, as my best date or romantic fragrance is Serge Lutens Ambre Sultan. This is a very resinous and amber based blend. Beautiful, very seductive and alluring. For me, on my skin, in the opening, this is a very fresh, spicy and herb based fragrance. I get a lot of coriander, bay leaf and oregano. After a while, the scent really starts becoming more golden and the spiciness really toned down a little bit, and you're introduced with some amber resins and some whiffs of vanilla, which really sweeten the scent to create a very sexy and alluring fragrance, guys. Beautiful fragrance. For me, this is the perfect romantic scent to wear on those fall or winter days or nights. This has a really warming quality about it, so it's great for those dates where it's incredibly cold and your significant other is really going to appreciate those really warm hugs you're going to give her. For me, it's a perfect date fragrance, guys. And number 1 is Ambre Sultan from the house of Serge Lutens.
For my last pick, I'm going to choose a fragrance which goes really well with that well-groomed, suited-up gentleman who can be seen as confidence personified. The fragrance that I'm going to choose is from the house of Christian Dior. No surprises here. For people who know me, this is my most favorite designer fragrance of all time. This is Dior Homme Intense. Don't even get me started about this fragrance, guys. You know how much I love this. This is perfection in a bottle. This is just for that extremely confident gentleman, you know. So this will work exceptionally well if it's like this grand date. If it's this really expensive date in a very expensive restaurant, then you don't have to look any further than this one. It's just amazing. So this will be my last choice.
The third one I want to talk about is from the very expensive luxury line, and that is from the Tuscan scent line. So this is the upper echelon of their luxury line, and they have like a lower luxury line that's a little bit more affordable, but it's still kind of pricey, and this is Tuscan Scent White Mimosa. This is actually an eau de parfum, or eau de parfum concentration, so it will last a lot longer than your typical eau de toilettes. Some of the notes are ambrette, vanilla, mimosa, white florals, iris. This is a unisex fragrance, so the ladies could definitely pull this one off just as well as the men out there. For you guys, if you're a masculine kind of guy, you may not like this one, all right? Because it is unisex and it does have a bit of florals to it, but I think like a metrosexual kind of guy, or a guy who likes unisex fragrances or dresses very well for himself, can pull this one off. This one here could be used casually, but I personally would wear this one where I'm dressed up a little bit, not suit and tie. This would be a great suit and tie fragrance, but I think that it could be used for like something that's like, you know, let's say like casual style, you know, like a nice sweater, nice jeans, and like a stylish kind of shoes. this would suit very well. This is spring and summertime right here, and that is White Mimosa from the Tuscan scent line.
So once again, thanks a lot for having me on this collaboration, Waseem. This was so much fun. Also, do keep up the good work on your channel, man. You are doing amazing. I love watching your reviews. They are very informative and they're just so much fun to watch. Keep up the good work. Also, I do hope we could get to collaborate one more time, this time on my channel. Alright? So that's it from me. Shukriya for having me. Take care, man.
So again, Waseem, I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to be involved in this video. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm glad we're friends. Hopefully that you older farts out there like myself can look into this one, including you young guys. Again, I may be an older guy, but these fragrances can work for all ages. I just think that these fragrances here from the house of Ferragamo are very classy, very mature. So if you're a classy, young, mature kind of guy, these fragrances you can definitely pull off. Again, Waseem, thank you very much.
So there you have it, guys. That's the end of the collaboration. Firstly, just want to say a massive thank you to both Chad and Sai for agreeing and taking their time out of their lives to be part of this collaboration. Really means a lot to me, guys. I had a lot of fun making this one, and I really hope we can collaborate again in the future. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave me a like or a comment below. And if you've enjoyed these collaborations and want to see more, then make sure you let me know. Anyways, guys, remember to subscribe. Until next time, see you later.